got a pineapple on top of his head. Lonnie Walker. Looks kind of weird. He should cut it instead. Lonnie Walker.
I want some nasty.
Mój das ma grab, więc chodź do tańca, gdy wciąż to szansa i los nam gra. Mam duszę starca, nie lubię walca na palcach grab. Na palcach grab, na palcach grab.
What's good, Spurs Knights? It's your boy Clan the Spurs fan. I'm here with a brand new video for y'all. If you could, give me a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. Now, let's get straight into it. Our San Antonio Spurs have just obliterated the Denver Nuggets, and we are looking great. We've been looking great for about 2 weeks. Yeah, we got a couple losses, but we've been killing teams for the most part, and our San Antonio Spurs look like they're finally hitting their stride. I really think this team is going to be contenders by the end of the season. Now, there's only one issue that San Antonio Spurs are having, and, well, San Antonio Spurs fans are having, and that is,
where is Lonnie Walker?
You saw him on the bench, but people want to see him play. One thing that's frustrating about being a fan, a Spurs fan, an NBA fan in general, is the fact that you have all these good ideas for your team, but doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it. You have almost no control, you know, other than getting merchandise and getting tickets. You don't have much control over your team. You can just kind of talk about it with other Spurs fans and come up with ideas amongst yourselves. So that's what we're going to do right here. We don't know when Lonnie Walker is going to play, but I think if we look at the schedule, I got my laptop here. So if you're wondering why I keep looking at my laptop's right here. If you look at the schedule, I think you can come up with an educated guess on when the San Antonio Spurs are going to play Lonnie Walker. I personally wasn't expecting him to play last game, a big game like that, and it's going to be a physical game. And you saw people like DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay both get banged up in the midst of that game. So I thought it was best not for him to play in that game almost at all. And it's his first game with the team. So let's look at the schedule and see if we can come up with a game in which Lonnie Walker would play. So we just beat the Denver Nuggets. I wasn't expecting him to play that game. But the next game is the Denver Nuggets again, which is tomorrow. And I don't expect Lonnie Walker. Hold on, my cat's right here. You know what? My cat is just going to sit right here with me while we look at this, unless you jump off. Okay, so we have the Nuggets tomorrow, and that's, of course, another big game. I don't expect him to play on the road, his first game to be on the road. The only way I would expect Lonnie Walker to play that game is if we blow out the Denver Nuggets. So, and even then, I don't know what pot we'll put him in. That's a tough one. And then we have a back-to-back. I don't see him playing on the second back-to-back, the second game of the back-to-back against the Clippers, because that's another big game, like I said. And on top of it, the Clippers are very tough. They're a very hard-nosed team. Doc Rivers got them nasty. And Lonnie Walker could easily slip up and hurt himself in an unnecessary game. He don't have to play in that game. Now, so we have tomorrow. I say no-go. Clippers, I say no-go. But this game right here is a 6 o'clock on Monday. It's 2 more days after the game against the Clippers. And it's against the Celtics at home. This isn't a huge game. Celtics are a good team. But I could very well see Lonnie Walker playing against the Celtics. Because for one, it's an East team. And two, that gives him enough time to get implemented into the offense and get a little more familiar with the offense, which it doesn't mean he's not familiar with it, because I mean he was in the preseason, but this does give him an opportunity to practice with the team quite a bit. And then you go into the Celtics game. It's an East game. It's not a huge game. It's almost at the end of the year, 1 day before the end of the year, and it's at home. So I think that's a good game for him to play. But the Spurs could very well do this now. I think that's a good game. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't play. Now, I will be completely shocked if he don't play that Thursday game against the Raptors. That's going to be a tough game. Raptors are really tough. So I would see him playing against the Celtics and get him prepared for the Raptors on the physicality that they're going to bring. And as you know about our San Antonio Spurs, our coaching staff, our medical staff, our training staff, the only person in the NBA that don't know this is Kawhi Leonard, that they're extremely patient. So I could see us very well waiting all the way to the Raptors game, but I don't think that would be wise. I say you get them to play against the Celtics. That's an East game. You know, give them about, what, 6 to 10 minutes. And yeah, then you got, you know, a few more games so he can prepare against the Raptors, and he might be ready for the Raptors. So, you know, just as a fan looking at this, I wouldn't be shocked at all if he played against the Celtics, and I would be extremely shocked if he didn't at least play against the Raptors on January 3rd. So yeah, so that's, my cat is acting up. All right, so yeah, so I see us very well playing him pretty soon, but a lot of people are frustrated and why he's not playing. Just know that we're extremely patient, and it's fine to be patient, especially when you're winning like this. I like the fact that Lonnie Walker came into a winning situation. There's even a different aura on the bench when he's there. This dude is special, and I am extremely hyped for him. And I think that he's going to be, honestly, I think it will only take one game for him to earn his minutes. And what I mean by that is, I think he will have a permanent spot easy throughout this season once he get on the court the first time, because this dude is way too talented. He's too smart. He's too mature. He understands basketball. He understands the Spurs. I mean, the man even had an interview at the beginning of the season talking about how not everyone gets to be a Spur. And honestly, I could just tell just from him in the G League, I could just tell from him in preseason that, yeah, he's a Spur. He's a Spur. And so, you know, to sum it all up, my opinion is that Lonnie Walker plays against the Celtics. The only way that I say that he doesn't play in that Celtics game, or if he plays before that Celtics game, is that we blew out the Nuggets or we blew out the Clippers, which is going to be extremely tough to do. But you never know. Pop might throw him in there, but who knows? But I'm excited for it. I know you guys are excited for it. So yeah, this was just a little short video. It wasn't nothing crazy. At the end of it, I'm going to go ahead and play something for you guys. I'm going to play the interview 5 months ago that Lonnie Walker had with the San Antonio Spurs, talking about what it means to be a Spur, how he's feeling going into the season. And honestly, you can see his growth, or not his growth, but you can see how mature he is from the get-go. Just listen to some of the key words he uses. Just listen to his mannerism, listen to his demeanor. This dude is mature and he's ready, and he was ready 5 months ago. So I really have a hard time believing once he plays against the Celtics or Raptors or whenever he plays, that he won't be ready. So I'm gonna play that for you guys. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. You guys have been awesome, and the channel is growing tremendously. You've been amazing. Everybody from Instagram that came over, everybody from Facebook that came over, people from Twitter that came over, people that just found me on YouTube coming over. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And until next time, Spurs Knights. Deuces.
And then, you know, just knowing that I'm a Spur is truly an honor. Not anyone can be a Spur. You know, it's not everyone, let alone in the NBA, can be a Spur. And the fact that I got picked to be one is prestige. That's big time, and you know, that's a humbling moment for myself.
People really seem to enjoy your photo opportunity with the commissioner and your hat, and made a meme. Absolutely. People were like, hey, it looks like his cap is floating. Yeah. What do you think about that? I mean, you're smiling, so you're obviously cool with it.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I love jokes, and I knew sooner or later it was gonna happen. I bought a hat 2 weeks before draft day, and I was just wearing it, trying to figure out how exactly was I not gonna look as bad as expected, but it planned out as well. I figured sooner or later it was bound to happen. My hair, wearing a hat, day and day I was asking if I could get a visor or something, or I was gonna buy a whole bunch of visors under my table. Whatever team picked me, I just looked for it, put it on. But
that's great.
You know, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
When did you start with this hairstyle? And I'm assuming it's a pretty hot topic when people see you?
Yeah. It's by far. I mean, people, before they even look at me, they look at my hair. So I've been growing this since about 8th grade. I used to trim it a lot. It was first a mohawk, then I cut the back of the hair, then I used to trim it so it was really low. If I didn't trim it in 9th grade, it would probably be much higher than this. And then I had a whole bunch of advanced classes my sophomore year, and I was stressing out and just started to twist it, and you know, once I got to Miami and the humidity and everything of that nature, it kind of just took its turn. So now I wake up, however it looks for the day. You know, I don't switch it up, figure it out. You know, it's its own person, but I love it.
So if it's its own person, do you have a name for it?
Lonnie Jr., Lonnie the Fifth. You know, something amongst that nature. So, you know, this is my guy.
Awesome, man. You're from Reading, Pennsylvania?
Absolutely.
What was life like growing up there?
Growing up, it was kind of hard. You know, you have a left path, right path, left path, as in drugs, gangs, violence. Right path, as in, you know, continue to thrive as an individual and, you know, continue to succeed and get education. So a lot of my friends went left, and I've seen their mistakes and I learned from it. My path was right, and, you know, I was amongst a group of, you know, limited friends, but it was all about the future. You know, my dad used to make me read for an hour, write for an hour after school, then probably clean up the house. Then I'll probably have an hour to go outside. So I was a sheltered kid, and he took good care of me. But, you know, that's what motivated me to say the word bigger than basketball and show and prove to the world, like, no matter where you're from, you can be something.
So all that was designed by your father to keep you going down the right path?
Absolutely. My father and my mother.
Okay.
You know, my family really gave me the opportunity to be my person, be my own person. That's why I'm so decisive, and I know myself so well, just because my father and my mother let me make my own mistakes, let me choose my own decisions, and you know, learn at a younger age who I am, and that's why I'm so mature at 19, 18 years old.
2017, you won Mr. Basketball for Pennsylvania, right? And you led your team to a state title. Take me back to that time, and just the fact that you were named Mr. Basketball, because, I mean, you're in a rare group of people to win that.
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane, honestly. You know, I try not to think about it too much, but when I do think about it, you know, I can't do anything but just smile, because it's all about just that hard work and work ethic that my father and mother instilled in me to get to that point, to receive such a prestige trophy. And you know, even with the state championship, and continue to go to all these elementary schools and middle schools and show them that you can be something, you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind into it and you know, action. So the fact that I won the state championship also built what I was saying to the public, what I was saying to the kids. It made them notice, like, wow, you can, you know, he's been saying it, but he's also actually doing it. And, you know, my message was spread through the game of basketball.
How did it make you feel draft night? That baseball stadium out there, it was pretty jam-packed. They were watching the NBA draft in hopes of hearing your name picked, and they did, and the place went crazy. How does that make you feel, knowing that they did that for you?
You know, it makes me, you know, it's a humbling moment. You know, that's honestly just motivation, in my opinion. To have a community love me just as much as I love them, it shows the true color of who Reading, Pennsylvania really is. It's not all about that negativity, the poverty, the gangs, the weed, the drugs, and all the things of that nature. It's about the community and how well of a group these people are, and how we're going to continue to be great.
So you're a role model. You're a role model particularly to probably a lot of boys and girls in that community who they want to go down the right path. They want to do the right thing. Are you ready and able to hold that, to handle that, and to help you know, motivate some kids from your community?
Absolutely. And, you know, I've been doing that since freshman year in high school. You know, that's what I want. You know, I want to continue to motivate the youth and, you know, continue just to show that you can become something in life. It's always about the bigger picture, in my opinion. And basketball, God willing, gave me the opportunity to show people, you know, you can continue to be something.
You mentioned something the night of the draft, and I think it was along the lines of someone asked you about the embrace with your mother, and you said something along the lines, you know, this means that I no longer have to share a hamburger with my mom, share a bag of chips for breakfast, and that really seemed to resonate with people. they're like, wow, this is really a good young man. He's going to help take care of his family now.
Yeah.
Will you expand on that statement a little more, and just the fact also that people just really seem to that comment really resonated with some?
Because that was the best feeling in the world. You know, being drafted, being selected, yes, that was a great feeling, but seeing that beautiful smile on my mom's face, my grandma's face, that was all I needed. You know, day in and day out, you know, my mom has sacrificed so much for me to survive. You know, there's moments where we probably wouldn't eat 2-3 days, or we wouldn't have hot water, and we would have to get cold water and put it inside of microwaves to produce hot water. And it was survival by the fittest growing up. It wasn't always, you know, laughing, giggles, and flowers. You know, it was about how strong and still-willed you are. So the fact that she don't got to worry about that no more. You know, she's stress-free. You know, she's taken care of. And we're not worried about where we're gonna stay. We're not worried about what's next the next day. You know, you can wake up, breathe, smell the fresh air, and be as relaxed as possible.
Are you going to have your family move here at some point?
Oh no, sir. They're gonna stay home, but okay. You know, I want my mom to be around her family. I want my dad to be around his family, but you know, everyone's gonna be taken care of, and everyone's gonna be happy. That's been with me through thick and thin.
We all know Pop is more than basketball. Very worldly. You know, loves to travel, loves to soak up knowledge.
Yeah.
And I know you do as well.
Absolutely.
While you're reading, you know, you like to explore. You like to see what's out there in the world.
Yeah.
You two, then, you and Pop seem like a match made in heaven.
Perfect match.
Yeah. Just in your brief conversations with him, what's that been like?
It's been amazing. It was kind of ironic. That's why I tell people every day, this was God's choice. You know, people were surprised that I slipped up out of the lottery pick, and I'm not surprised at all, and I'm not unhappy. I'm not mad about it, because now I'm in a situation where it's the perfect fit.
Yeah.
I have a guy like Coach Popovich who has such a huge legacy and a name for himself, where I know that I'm gonna be the best player I can be, and I know that I'm gonna produce and be something special. And the fact that he has the same intentions and perspective in life just as me, it's a bit ironic, you know. And honestly, I've been praying day in and day out, thanking God day in and day out just for putting me in such a situation where I can be myself and enjoy this NBA lifestyle.
When you see the banners, when you're inside the locker room and you see Manu's name, Tony's name, you know, Pop can come walking around the corner at any moment. What is that like? I'm still a kid at heart, honestly. Me and my homeboy, he's here with me. We came here late at night the first day we got here, and we went inside the locker room. We're like, Tony Parker sits right there. You know, I hope Tony's not mad at me, but I sat on his chair. I sat on Manu Ginobili's chair, and I felt like I was Manu Ginobili, but it's surreal to me. You know, these are moments that I really didn't think was gonna turn to reality. It was just a dream that I was trying to reach for. Yeah.
And the fact that it's actually here, and I seen my name right here, and you see LaMarcus Aldridge right across, and Manu to the left of you, and Tony Parker to the right. I already know what the locker room looks like, and that is insane to say something like that, and to watch these players grown up and now to become a teammate in a family-oriented team. It's amazing to me.
A kid at heart. That said, how do you think you're going to react the first time Tim Duncan shows up for practice?
Oh, I might do a couple backflips. Just might. I honestly don't know. I probably might play it cool, like, "What's up, Tim Duncan?
Right.
You know, how's it going?" But then when I walk away, I'm like, I'm with Tim Duncan. I might call my dad right after. So it's gonna be exciting.
Maybe sneak in a selfie.
Quickly.
Right.
As quick as I can.
Just a couple more things. What are the Spurs getting in you as a player?
On the court, you know, he's giving the overall effort defensively and offensively. I feel like I can score with the best of them, shoot, and I'm very athletic. And defensively, you know, I can guard the 1, 2, and 3, and you know, the emphasis on this team is defense, and that's what I thrive and I love to be a part of. So the Spurs are getting a great talent, but they're only gonna make me even better.
What are you looking to do on the Utah League coming up?
Whatever it takes to win. I'm not really worried about creating a status or worrying about my name being brought up about having 30 points or things of that nature. I'm a winner, and whatever I need to do to win, that's what I'm worried about.
And do you have a message for San Antonio and the fans?
San Antonio, I just hope that, you know, you continue to embrace me and let me thrive and become the best individual I can be.